It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know, for that matchup with the Trailblazers, that's one that stands out to me. A lot of great talent involved in that one, and I'm curious to see how they have improved over the offseason.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And for Mexico City, they've got James, and it's Whitehead. In at the 2. We're just a few games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think, BA, it's hugely important. What we've learned historically is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, if you're younger, can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games, big time important.
Brown gets the bucket.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Pass to Whitehead. The 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Brown for 3. No good there. Mexico City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Freeman Liberty. And there's the rejection. Tatum passes to Porzingis. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Tatum. That one rolls around and rims out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Brown inside. Check by James. Here's White. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
This, to me, is Derek White's sweet spot. That mid-range game is on point.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. The ball's knocked loose. Now Tatum coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Pass to Smooth. Goes up from the top of the key.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Count that bucket.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Brown inside.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
Start it.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
On defense, the Celtics. Here's Smooth. Pass to Whitehead. Here's James. The offensive rebound. Here's Smooth. Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. That one's good from the corner. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brown against James. Pass to Pritchard. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Mexico City has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brown against James. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Tatum. Down low. Floats one up. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Brown passes to Pritchard. Outside White. He drops it from range. White's got 5 points.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Here's Smooth. Still no points. And technology always a conversation for us. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Rest and heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them. And some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Here is Freeman Liberty. They double him with White. Pass to Whitehead. Beyond the arc. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Now here's White. He's got 5. And here's Brown for 3. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got his 5th rebound on this one. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks, B.A. The story today from Nugget Nation has Denver is already altering their roster. They recognize they have to round out their offense, and I'm told they're bringing in Zach LaVine. That's a major weapon for this team. It's a big move for this franchise, and it signifies their intent to be aggressive moving forward.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Mexico City's head coach. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's B-Train, coming off a 12-point game. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Tatum looking it over. He buries it from 3.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
Bridges, he's checked in for Boston. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Mexico City. They trail by 7. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm. Just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Now here's White. Coming off a 22-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by George.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Irving with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Porzingis grabs the board. George against Bridges. Outside Porzingis. Pass to White. Jacks up a 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's Bates. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
Brown passes to Porzingis. And the layup is good off the glass. Porzingis has got 7 points. Mexico City has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Inside. George's shot is off.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Bridges. Rejected by George. Outside Irving. Pass to Bates. Out to the right wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Here's Bridges. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Right side, Irving. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. He's got 5.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside, Brown. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from 3-point territory. Yes, sir.
Pass to Bates. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And the mistakes are piling up for them early. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's McConnell. It's Brown on the wing. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Boston. Perry comes in for Brown. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 4. Out to the wing. The 3 is up. That shot is off. Mexico City has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. George, a screen on McConnell. Irving for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Reed. George with the block. Here's Carr. On target from range.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Up top, Tatum. Out to Bridges. 4-3. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
He's guarded by Bridges. Can't hit it from 12 feet. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. TJ McConnell is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's De Silva in at the 3. Pass to Bridges. With the drive. And it's Bridges with the jam.
One thing we know about Miles Bridges, he is willing to put his body on the line. Tremendous focus to get his shot opportunity there.
A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
Pass to Smooth. With the teardrop. Here's Freeman Liberty. That 3's off the mark. Celtics lead by 8. McConnell outside. Back to Bridges. To the inside. Reid. It's deflected. To the paint. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. Mexico City with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game. You know, we're never opposed to a little creativity. Ooh, did he have plenty of that? The double pump, having some fun.
Mexico City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Cadis checked in for McConnell. James with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here's Tatum. There's the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Five to shoot. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Here's Smooth, pounded by Tatum. Smooth shot is good.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Keita, pass to Tatum. Here's De Silva, down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the 3.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's Smooth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
was so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
BA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Pass to Smooth. Fires for three. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Now here's Bridges. Reed with it. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Porzingis. Off the mark there with a 3. James outside to the right side. Here's Whitehead. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Bridges outside. Reed a screen on James. 3-pointer. Bridges knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 11 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Mexico City making a switch here. Bates is checked in. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Reed. James passes to Smooth. And Jaylen Brown gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
B-Trade, pass to Smooth. Down low.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Mexico City with a rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Out to James. Here's B-Train. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Mexico City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That one misses. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Brown. Here's Pritchard. In his last outing, 8 points for him. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Has to be Trey. Here's Smooth. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Golden State Warriors.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Boston making a switch here. Bridges is checked in.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Good on the second one.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Bates. He's guarded by White. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up, and the first one at the line is good.
Mexico City. Bates taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Celtics have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. Mexico City has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. They double him with White. Smooth. Pass to George. Here's Smooth. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smooth's got 23 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
For 3, Bridges. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Smooth. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Boston's gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Bridges. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
And he's going for the oop here. George, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Mexico City making the switch here.
Substitution for Mexico City. Robert Kennedy. Jacobo Irvin.
Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Porzingis sets a screen. Pritchard gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Boston lead.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
There's a screen. To the inside. And George with the basket on the assist from Irving.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Here's Pritchard. From outside, off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Now Irving. Here's Bates. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
For 3, Porzingis. Mexico City with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Bates, the pass to Carr. From the arc. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Brown. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 4. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Bridges outside. Back to Pritchard. Launches the 3. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field. Here's Bates. He's guarded by White. Bates, the pass to Irving. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Bridges. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for Mexico City. Trailing by 2. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. Here's Brown on the drive. Oh, okay then.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
26 seconds left to play in the first half. And he comes up with a bucket. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Brown looking around. Pass to Pritchard from deep. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 6 points. 5 ticks left to play in the first half. Knocks it loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Buried from outside. Oh no, I think we may get a review here. That was close. And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Miles Bridges has been on display for Boston. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
Trading for someone like Zach LaVine shows initiative. This team wants to be competitive. He's a talented scorer, explosive finisher, and you get the feeling we haven't yet seen the best. Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Celtics with the lead. They've got James, and it's B-Train in at the 5. Back to Tatum, fires the 3. Mexico City with a rebound. B-Train's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And for the Celtics, Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Here's Smooth, hounded by Tatum. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
A stat every team wants to excel in, three-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Miles Bridges checked in for Jason Tatum. And the Celtics shooting about 43% in this one. Bridges down low, tipped, and they get it back. Outside White, shot clock at 5. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got rebound number 11.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Up top White. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Inside, that's tipped. B-Train. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Smooth. Oh, Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on White.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
Puts up a 3. B-Train clears it away.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Shoots over Brown. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Ball is turned down.
Mexico City leading by 3. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. To the paint. Here's B-Train. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. B-Train's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Bridges outside. Back to Brown. Right side, Porzingis. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here is Freeman Liberty. Pass to Smooth. And it's off from 3-point range. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis surveying the floor. Brown. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's B-Train. The rebound, Celtics. It's Brown on the wing. Outside White. Pass to Bridges for the tie. Gets the 3 to fall. Bridges has got 20.
Miles Bridges has steadily built an offensive arsenal that is so impressive. Doesn't matter what the defense sends at him, he finds a way to score it.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And here's Mexico City now. Here's Smooth. Brown with the block.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
Pass to Bridges for the lead. And again, Boston with the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers.
That one's good for 2.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Reed's checked in for Boston. For Mexico City, they've got just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Celtics lead by 3. Bridges, right side. Back to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Brown. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Freeman Liberty. 3-pointer, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside, Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. The shot. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Pritchard's got 8.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Here's Smooth, defended by Brown. Smooth, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. It's hauled in by Freeman Liberty.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Smooth. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Reed in the post. No good. A bit long that time. Mexico City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Shots good by Freeman Liberty.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Bridges, left side. Back to Brown. The 3, Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one. Out to the right wing. Here's Betray. He's got 10. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Whitehead. Another 3 from Mexico City.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And Boston has possession. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Pass to Porzingis. The 3-pointer off the mark. Mexico City has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Here is Freeman Liberty. He has 7. Back to James. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And the Celtics shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Bridges outside. Launches it. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Pass to Smooth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That'll be the 2nd foul of the game.
3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Carr. Nice D from Bridges.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Pass to Keita. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. Mexico City with a rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Bates, the pass to Irving. George outside. Here's Betray. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound. Celtics lead by 3. 1:09 left in the 3rd. fades. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Reed. Bridges has got 30 points.
Wow, how about the in-between game? Get to the mid-range of your Miles Bridges and take advantage.
Pass to Bates. Fires the three. Here's B-Train. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. B-Train's got 12 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And here's Bridges. Outside Reed. The three ball. Not going to go that time. Mexico City shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Bates, the pass to George. Wing shot on the way. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Bates has got his third bucket of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Brown passes to Bridges. Three-pointer off the mark. Irving looking around. For the lead. Deflected. Miles Bridges has been on display for Boston. His fingerprints were all... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got George, and it's Mills in at the point guard position. Pass to De Silva. Outside Reed. Tatum from long range. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Whitehead. Here's Bates. Out left to the wing. For three, George. Queta pulls it in. Boston leading by 4. Here's Smooth. Here's Whitehead. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
Man, the defender really went after him. They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside Tatum. Three-pointer, Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
3 points.
Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Tipped. Here's Bates. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Bates. Here's Whitehead. It's George on the wing. 5 on the clock. Now Mills. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bridges passes to Tatum. Bridges right side. That one drops for him. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Bates. George with it. Here's Whitehead. Once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother you.
Here's Bridges. Mexico City with a rebound. George has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Whitehead. Once again, off the mark, Mexico City. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Boston. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Pass to Reed. The kick to Tatum. Takes a 3. Mexico City with a rebound. Smooth's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he drops it first.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. George hits them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Bridges outside. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. It's rebounded by George. George has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Whitehead. To the wing on the left. Here's Bates. George for 3. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Bridges. Outside Reed. Shoots over George. Reed can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now here's Tatum. Bridges outside. Reed sets a screen. Bridges passes to Tatum. Tatum with the three-point answer.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Mills with a screen on Bridges. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game's too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Tatum. And it's Jaylen Brown in for Bridges. Outside Reed. Here's the pick for 3. Mexico City with a rebound.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Freeman Liberty, and he lays it up and in. Freeman Liberty's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Brown passes to Tatum. The floater, and count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Here's Pritchard. Check by James. Right side, Porzingis. Up top, Tatum. Back to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Pass to Smooth. Here is Freeman Liberty. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Freeman Liberty's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Derek White's checked in for Reed. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thank you for that. Brown with it. Porzingis with a screen on James. Again, the miss by Boston. Pass to Smooth. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Here's Pritchard. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Smooth, hounded by Tatum. Here's Smooth. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Mexico City.
That one misses.
34, taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. Off target with the 3.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And here's Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming. Floats one. Yep, count it. Tatum's got 11 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Pure from 3-point range.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Outside, Brown. Here's Tatum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be heading to the line for a pair.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
So he gets them both. Mexico City has gone 4 of 9 from 3-point range in the 4th. Brown against James. Has to Smooth to tie it up. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics lead by 3. White, the pass to Pritchard. Porzingis sets a screen. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
For Mexico City, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. Here's Freeman Liberty. And again with the rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Brown. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's rejected. For Mexico City, they've gone 7 for 15 in the 4th. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Celtics lead by 4. Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Pass to White. Now here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Tatum from long range. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Whitehead's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right wing. Here's Betray, defended by Porzingis. Here's Betray. And Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
We've got 1:13 left in the game. 3 on the clock. Here's Smooth. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Tatum. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that one falls for Tatum. All right, very little time to get back into this.
Very true. They need to score quickly and get stops or will soon be out of reach.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. They double-team Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. White for 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, hoping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. And James has got the ball here for Mexico City. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Puts it up off the inbound. Whitehead can't get it to go. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
The line for the Celtics, Jason.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts him up 5. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Here's Freeman Liberty. So it's Boston with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant.